Football lovers, sanibonani. Welcome to PK Sports with Bongenkosi. Thembe ukuthi ni kahle, niyaphila. Danko. Nombuzo lana ukuthi kwenziwani if uyakumuntu uboleka imali bese ubanjwe inkunzi wahamba naye lo muntu. Umbuzo uthi kusamele kuyikhokhe le mali even though ekubona ubanjwe inkunzi phambi kwakhe. Hayi, asazi. Kodwa sikho lapho. Let's talk about the situation kaKhanyisa Mayo at Chiefs. Ubasia Michaels, the agent of Khanyisa Mayo, confirmed ukuthi if Chiefs doesn't decide ukuthi they wanna keep Khanyisa Mayo, there's a possibility that he will return back to CR Belouizdad in Nigeria. But magasichaza story, we all know ukuthi kwenzakaleni for Mayo to come at Chiefs. There were stories reported that Kaizer Chiefs need to pay a loan fee of 10 million rand, which was estimated whereby the price was $100,000. That's why they converted it to 10 million rand. So, ukuze afike emagcekeni waseNaturena, the agent made a plea with the Kaizer Chiefs, with please sign him, because the current situation that he's facing at CR Belouizdad is not good for him, and it is not held, because when he was first signed before coach Sid Ramovic was appointed as the head coach, he was doing well, appreciated by the fans. But temakufika coach Sid Ramovic, izinto azange zisahambe kahle. So I ask ukuthi nimsign for this loan deal up until the end of the season. And the Kaizer Chiefs agreed, because why not? Because they've been looking to sign him, even though it didn't happen because CR Belouizdad was ahead of the Chiefs when making that signing for Khanyisa Mayo the season before this one. But now, since the relationship between Khanyisa Mayo and Sid Ramovic wasn't good, they decided ukuthi ayikhosi sacela msigning as a loan, and Chiefs did that. But now into say sele ukuthi uKhanyisa Mayo, his situation at Chiefs is under scrutiny, because the last 4 months that are remaining for the season to end, he needs to make better use of it. Better use of this month, because his fate lies within this month. It's either in these remaining months he will perform better than he has performed, he will score goals and he will assist more. Because if you look at the stats, he has only one goal that he scored when he made his debut against Marumo Gallants. So now the question will be, if Bowie Kaizer Chiefs, would you rather opt to sign him permanent or just let him be with abuyele move? It is not an easy decision to make, because number one, Khanyisa Mayo, we all know of his quality, his abilities, but he's yet to show us what he's capable of since arriving at Chiefs. There were games whereby we saw which he was decent, but other games recently he's not showing any signs of good performances. So do you think Guti at Chiefs he's struggling, or it is how he's played that makes him not to perform to the expectations? Because for his age, I still believe Guti, he can still offer Kaizer Chiefs a lot. And another thing is that it is difficult for him because already he's under pressure. The kind of pressure whereby Guti he wants to perform at all costs because he knows Guti if he doesn't perform, it's over for him at Chiefs. And now his mind is in between two places. It's either I have to make sure that I perform, or if not, I'll have to go back to CR Belouizdad. And that can make him to have a decline in performances because he doesn't know Guti which one is achievable now. Because if things are not going according to how he wants, simply means Guti he's putting himself under pressure. And if things really don't go as he wants, there's no other option than to go back. Not unless there can be an offer here by a club playing Betway Premiership. But the good thing is now for Kaizer Chiefs to look at things with a different perspective. To see what can he do that can benefit us, especially in the future. Because one thing I saw about Umayo is how he links up play, especially when he plays with the youngsters. I think he will fit well in their project. Someone who understands how these youngsters play and try to blend in with their style of play. Because he's capable of bringing that energy. And his qualities is not like they are not visible, they are there. But you don't understand, Guti. Is it because of how the Kaizer Chiefs co-coaches system works that doesn't allow him to be at his level best? Or he's struggling? Because Kaizer Chiefs can decide, Guti, no, we'll sign you permanently. Because maybe if they can give him that benefit of the doubt, Guti, let's see next season, Guti, what will you do for us? Because now you'll have a player that the mind is fully focused on the Kaizer Chiefs. It doesn't have to think about another club. And with an opportunity to go to pre-season with the club, then he can be able with Agwazo, Guti, upland and make sure Guti everything that he does, he'll become a best version of himself because he understands now, Guti. Everything that I do now, if ever I flop, it's up to me. Because ngizobe ngilo pre-season, I will try to develop ama combinations with my teammates. And I will make sure, Guti, the kind of doubt, the benefit of the doubt that has been given to me, I make use of it. But another thing will be, Kaizer Chiefs will be like, even if we let him go, we still have cover in this position. Because they still have players like Ashley Dupreez, Wandile Duba, Flavio Silva, Etiosa, God's Power, Ikotaro, Maurice, Naledi Hlongwane. So what does that mean for Khanyisa Mayo? Because this decision is going to be a hard one to make. Because you might want to keep him, but also the stats are not showing what he wants to be kept. But one thing that he needs to do in these remaining 4 months, he must make sure that he shows and he improves his performances. Because that is important for him if you want to stay. But if it doesn't happen like that, Kaizer Chiefs will have no other option than to let him go. Naledi Hlongwane, as I've mentioned in the video, Uguti, patience is a virtue in everything that you do. Because this situation will benefit him the most. Because now, the reason I believe Uguti, now it does make sense Uguti, why Kaizer Chiefs refused Uguti Naledi Hlongwane Ayogo Golden Arrows or Amazulu. It is because now, if Mayo leaves, if Maurice gets an opportunity to find a club, there's a space for another strike and he might get an opportunity to play because he has the kind of style of play of Khanyisa Mayo. He's good when it comes to making runs, positioning inside the box, holding up play, and making sure that he puts pressure on the defenders. But the important thing now is to first familiarize himself with the top flight football by watching and observing good, okay, this is how I have to do things, because it's not about him being thrown in the deep end, but it's all about him getting an opportunity. Good, he will be integrated. That's why when he posted the statement saying sometimes akudingi ukuthi umuntu bambambezele, but it's better ukuthi bamhambise nokuthi ahlalela mali. It was a kind of like, no, don't rush, isikhathi sakho sizofika. Because one thing that makes people different is that it's all about good. When you get an opportunity, how do you make use of that opportunity? Do you make sure that you make the most of it, or you let it slip away? And his opportunity will come, and he'll make sure, and he must make sure that he uses the best out of it so that he can remain with the senior team. Wandile Oduba did the same. Abuya from the youth ranks of Kaizer Chiefs. So Naledi Hlongwane can also be an integral part of the senior setup of Kaizer Chiefs. Just be patient and then see what will happen between these two strikers, Morris and Khanyisa Mayo. That's where his opportunity lies, between one of those two or both of them leaving Kaizer Chiefs. I believe Guti has qualities that can benefit the senior team. He only needs one thing: patience and proper guiding. Now, let's talk about Ashley du Preez. Ashley du Preez is another player I'm concerned about, because there's no way Guti all of a sudden he has become a bad player. It's either the kind of system they are using, the co-coaches, it does not allow him to be used more frequently. Because Guamanyama games you can see Guti, okay, Flavio Silva have tried his best, but you would need someone, if Kaizer Chiefs, for example, is leading, for them to retain that lead, you need someone that will pin the defense of the opponent in their own half, because they are scared of being hit by transition. And they know very well to Ashley du Preez, he has a pace, so it won't allow them to change shape when they attack, by they push forward. They need to make sure they attack but with caution. So for him, does it mean his place is no longer available for the Chiefs, or there was something else that he was dealing with so that he can become his best version again? Because there's no way from a breadwinner to not bring the bread at home at all. It simply means psychologically, now I believe he is strong enough, because obviously he lost his dad and it's not an easy thing to overcome, especially if you were close. But now he needs to be at his level best, because the club needs his services. Because now, even when he plays now, I no longer think he does remember I have a pace, because we know very well kule ball esilidlala manje bangavele balishaye kayi-1, and obviously him and Lilipo can cause a lot of a distraction in the opponent's defense, because they can't match them in terms of a pace. The only thing that will let them down, it will be the final product, of which is decision making, because we know Ashley du Preez and Mkhawatha yi-1. Same thing eKhawatha Mduduzi Shabalala. But la ungam-expectanga khona du Preez, he does show up. I believe even in this game versus Zamalek, uzolenza iqhinga.